Good evening, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on the evening of Sunday, January 12th. I need to do this video today in answer to Congressman Tulsi Gabbard's video that she just recently did and put on YouTube on Iran being a more dangerous war than the United States had with Iraq and Afghanistan. And she's right. It would make Americans' casualties almost at par with Vietnam. That's 58,000. That's 20,000 more than you had in Korea. 38,000 that died there. And for her video, I must admire Congresswoman Gabbard and you supporters. She was right on the money there. But let me give her some hints. Congresswoman Gabbard, this is your favorite alien. Your supporters know me because they've been hearing my videos about you for the last 3 months or so. And you got a point in the video that you made about Iran. And the points that you have made about regime change. But you have to educate your fellow colleagues, both in the Congress and the Senate, on regime change. It has never worked anywhere that I know of. And I've been through some different civilizations, being from another planet here. Give you an example that you can tell them. They were praying for regime change in the Soviet Union. And look what that cost them. It cost them Boris Yeltsin, which was a terrible guy, and then Vladimir Putin, who has been there for over 20 years. 23 years to be exact now. But he's on the end of his term, because he's in his late 70s. What do we have in Russia after Vladimir Putin? Really? Disaster, isn't it? Same with the Chinese. You had Mao Zedong, then you went to Deng Xiaoping, and now you got the present ruling party. But they have been blowing the candles at both ends in China, trying to be communists and trying to be capitalists, and neither one of those systems work. So they're finding that out, that they're in deep trouble. Plus, they also have a climate problem that's eating up their territory, with climate change eating and making their territory a desert. So that's going to come back to haunt not only them but the planet, because they're going to have to find a territory to move their people to. You see what I mean, Congresswoman Gabbard? And your communications with Iran, and Iran doesn't know any different either. You should sit together and have somebody to talk to them and not take the politics, not take the military, and not take the diplomatic approach. If I were there, I would offer my services and talk to the ambassador to Iran and say, this is what you can tell your leader, Mr. Khomeini. We are dealing with each other not because of weakness, but of strength. You guys got strength, we have strength. But we need to deal with the 4 C's. Communications. Number 1, we don't like you, you don't like us. But we still have to coexist. And then number 2, how do we coexist after communications? Then we have to determine the factor of nuclear weapons. We got them. You want them. But they're both a dinosaur. We know it and you know it. There's a lot more better weapons to mess up a civilization than nuclear weapons. We use them against you, you use them against us. That's going to come back to haunt you, because we share this planet. So whatever you do to us or we do to you, it's like doing it to ourselves. You see what I mean, Congresswoman Gabbard? That's what you need. The 4 C's. And the 4 C's are, Congresswoman, communications, coexistence, compromise, and consensus. Our society got to that, but it took them centuries. Our ancestors and our ancestral planet that we left because they wouldn't change did not adhere to this. They kept on their regime changes, their politics, their religion, and lo and behold, they blew themselves up. Not with nuclear weapons, with antimatter, which is worse than nuclear weapons. So you see, Congresswoman Gabbard, you are on the right track, and I hope your supporters support you because you're the only one that makes sense on this government. This is your favorite alien, and bye-bye. Good day.